Test 1, 2, check. Alright. What's the topic for today? Stop thinking, dude. Oh my god. That's pretty much it. Once you get to a certain point where repeating the same thing over and over in your head and trying to solve a problem in your brain, at a certain point that doesn't do anything anymore. And until you actually go and do something about it, you're just gonna torture your mind. And torturing your mind is stupid. Yeah, you need to get out there and actually do stuff. That's kind of the whole, thing of masculinity. Is, you get shit done. And so you're kind of... Obviously, if you're a woman, that changes a little bit. But I feel like everyone needs, that positive masculine part of themselves that can get things done and doesn't just sit in, mental torment. So, yeah. I'm going to talk more about that. But right now, 235 bench. I think I did it last week. I might have done 230. I honestly don't remember now. Either way, I don't want to go up again because I remember it being tough. So this should be pretty hard. Let me get some chalk. And thing two... Well, not the thing two. I watched a YouTube video about vision and how vision affects athletic performance and stuff. So I'm really going to focus on that bar path, focusing on it and see if that helps. So we'll see. 235, baby. Let's get it up. Yeah. Ah, dang it. It's uneven. Whatever. I got this. Holy, did you see that sticking point? Damn. That was an RPE 9.5 and 3/4. 9.5 and 3/4. Definitely might have to stick with that next week. Because there's no shot I'm going up to 240 after that. Shit. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did 230 because it did not feel like that. Holy. Yeah. No bueno. What do I write? 235 for 1 felt very hard. I swear the weights at the local gyms are light. Because 230 there felt like child's play, I think. The rep, I think, was still slow, but it wasn't anything like that. That was ridiculous. So, let's see. 235 for 1, and then I did 215 for 3, 215 for 4, and I said it was hard. So... I do remember that. I remember I did 4, but it was pretty much like RPE 9.5. So do I even go up, or do I stay the same? I'm going to say based on that weight, probably don't go up. So, yeah, I'm just going to do 215 and see what happens. I'm finally hitting not plateau, but I'm slowing, because I think pretty much every week I was going up 5 pounds. So it's good that we finally have a week where we can just chill out and work on doing the rep better. But yeah, let's talk about the frickin' mind. When you're just tormenting yourself, it doesn't do you any good. Because you're not actually getting any closer to the solution to your problems. So you're like, oh my god, I don't have a job and blah, blah, blah. Something like that. Send out some resumes. in some applications, like, until you actually provide evidence to yourself that, you know, you're getting closer to your goal, you're just gonna suffer. You're going to suffer. And, I mean, part of the solution, too, is, like, being more forgiving of yourself and all that good stuff. But at a certain point, like, you gotta just go do shit. And so I think I pretty much covered this in another video of mine where it was just do it, essentially. So I guess this is kind of similar, but I mean, stopping thinking, I guess, comes before that. Because you just gotta shut off your brain. I said it in the other video too, I think. The YouTube video that I was talking about in the other video was I became retarded and then became 7 times more successful, something like that. He talked about the study where where they split a photography class in 2. One class half of the class had unlimited photos to take, and one had like 5 total. And then they rated who had the best photos by the end of the semester. And then lo and behold, the people who could take unlimited photos did better because they just had repetitions instead of the 5 photo group thinking, oh my God, what do I need to do? You know, how do I get the perfect picture? Thinking at a certain point solves literally nothing more. Like, you gotta think about it in that whole 80-20 principle. Once you, like, plan, learn, etc., to a certain point, you can't get past, you know, the threshold of success unless you actually start doing shit. You could read all you want about the perfect golf swing, the perfect baseball swing, how to be good at video games, how to drive an F1 car. I don't know. But until you actually do the thing and get the reps in, you're not going to get any further. Right? So, like, yeah, the mind can be that first step. Like, obviously, I want to start a business. Like, here's this and that. I should plan for this. Zoning laws for the building and compliance for the laws, blah, blah, blah. And here's how I would market. Here's how I'll get funding, etc. But at the end of the day, that shit is words on a piece of paper or thoughts in your mind. But the building, the actual building that will be built, needs to be acted upon. You can't think your way to starting a business. You can't think your way to becoming a famous gym influencer like Mama's boy over here wants to try to do. Okay? So, I guess, like, you have to get to a point where, or you have to be able to see when your mind's, like, oh my God, give me a second. You have to get to a point where your thoughts, oh my God, you don't have to get to a point. You have to practice realizing when your thoughts are not getting you anywhere. That's it. When action is required. When you can see that and realize you are thinking yourself into a hole, that's huge. All right, let me hit this. Hold on. Jesus. For 3. This should be no issue. And hold it. talked way too long. 2:15 for 3. That felt good. That was like RPE for sure, like 8 or something. So I'll sit on that. I'm not going to go up. I don't even know if I'll go for 4 reps. I'm going to just chill. So, that is so loud. I need to like... whatever. Yeah. What was I talking about? Yeah, thinking and then doing. Like, thinking is the first step. But thinking will only get you part of the way. And so, obviously, we get stuck in these thought loops because we're scared to act. And you have to realize that, too. Like, it's like, oh, I want to start a business. And then, you pretty much cover everything. But then you just start ruminating about it and thinking, oh, but what if this happens? What if that happens? Blah, blah, blah. And you never actually take that first step because you are trying to plan for every contingency. Is that the right word? Plan for everything. At a certain point, you just have to trust your ability to adapt. Like, you can't be ready for every single thing that happens in the day. Like getting into your car. Like, yeah, you might get crashed into and die. How do you prepare for that? You really can't. So you kind of just have faith that it either works out or you find a way to adapt and react to it. So, I mean, that's it at a certain point, is you just gotta prepare the best you can, learn the best you can. But then once you're doing nothing and achieving nothing and not actually making yourself more prepared in any way, you need to fucking do shit. Fucking, shit. Also, this video, for some reason, only has 20 minutes runtime. And I'm kind of scared of that. I'm wondering if I just cut the video. Do I cut it? Because 20 minutes, yeah, I don't think I would film for more than 20. So I think I'll just stop it now. I'll cut it. Hold on. All right. We're back. I'll do my editing magic so that's seamless. Okay? So, that about concludes my unknowledgeable, what's the word? Unsolicited and inexperienced advice. Because what am I? I'm a 23-year-old. I've had one job. And that's about it. So, who am I to give you advice? I'm no one. But I'm trying to help myself. And so if me helping me help you, then okay. Then good. Okay? 2:15 for 3, blah, 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 blah. I'm actually gaining weight, which that's cool. I weighed at 165. I want to say I started at 160, 161, so, I mean, it was too fast because I really didn't start gaining till like the end of February. So in a month I gained like 4 pounds. I don't think that's true. Because I really only went from 2,700 to 2,800 calories. And somehow that equates to maintaining my weight to gaining 4 pounds in a month. Like, really? If we assume that the 2,700 was maintenance, you're telling me that putting an extra 100 calories in my body per day, that's like 4 Ritz crackers? You're telling me 4 Ritz crackers put 4 pounds on me in a month? Eating 4 more Ritz crackers, like, that's 16 Ritz crackers. I don't think 16 Ritz crackers weighs 4 pounds. That would be a pound per 4 Ritz crackers. Right? I'm overthinking this, but like, it doesn't make sense. So I don't know if my metabolism is just stupid. I don't know. Either way, I like how I look. Like, I don't look stupid. I looked so dumb when I was undergrad. Just eating slop, just eating shit. Like, I think I ate 4,000 calories a day. And I looked like dog shit, and I was like, oh, this is fine. Still just focusing mostly on, like, bench and shit. Not thinking, like, oh, maybe I should actually get my arms big and go to failure and shit like that. I look so stupid. I can't change it now, so, you know. But, no, I look better now than I did at 185. I look better now at 165, so, I mean, like, size-wise even, I just looked fat and dumb with small arms. And now I look medium with schmedium arms. And hopefully my legs will stop growing or even shrink, because I really only do like legs once a week. But I've seen shit where it's like what was it? God damn it. Chris Beardsley on Instagram. He, like, talks real scientifically about muscle building and whatnot. And I think he said, like, 2 sets 2 times a week is enough to maintain for muscle. So, like, whatever, I'm doing 3 sets once a week on legs. If that means, like, minor atrophy of my legs, I don't really give a shit. So, let's hit this again. For 3, baby! Again, I'm focusing on my vision, focusing on that center of the bar. Just trying to be focused. Here we go. Yeah. Hold it. Really solid. I do like that. I saw a comment on that YouTube video about the eyes. And it was some tennis coach saying, like, I don't have, I'm not an optometrist or anything, and I don't know about the science of the eyes, but I've noticed that tennis players, I can tell, are rattled when they are on timeout. I don't know how tennis works. I forget what he said. And their eyes are darting around everywhere. So that's, that's interesting. And I feel like it makes sense because it's like indicative of anxiety and unsuredness, uncertainty, etc. Like, even compared or translated into life, who's the dominant alpha male? The one who looks at the girl looks back, and then the guy's like, yeah, raise the eyebrows, stare at her a little bit, and then look away. Or the guy who looks at the girl, catches a glance, girl turns, I wasn't looking at you! I'm not a pervert! Who do you think the one is the alpha male that sweeps the girl off of the ground, off of her feet, sweeps her up like a broom, brings her home? I think you're right. Exactly. So damn, eyes. Eyes are important. I think there was a stat in the video that was like, most of the MLB players have 20/12 vision, meaning that what the average person can see at 20 feet, they see, no. Sorry. he can see at 20 feet what the average person can see at 12 feet. Essentially, you can see more as what someone... Can I start over? Damn! They can see further. What someone sees vision-wise at 12, you can see at 20, meaning you could see further away. That's it, okay? Shut up. God. I got a blood blister. I was racking my weight and I pinched myself. But no, vision is important. I watched this video about what was it? Reversing myopia. Myopia being, I think it is specifically nearsightedness. I don't know about farsightedness, but pretty much it's kind of unproven, but people talk about how they use their glasses less or use a weaker prescription, don't use it for shit up close, actively focus on things like kind of like very clearly focus like on the camera and then the chair behind it and then the other room. And then also kind of almost focusing on the things in your periphery. So like I can see the L screen. L screen is a net that you pitch baseballs through. I can see the bucket. I can see a mirror. And so like kind of practicing that increases it's essentially training your eyeballs. I don't know if that can literally reverse your eye prescription. It's kind of weird because like we get into these rigid schools of thought when like 50 years ago fuckers would not believe what happens now, what our bodies are capable of, shit like that. So who's to say you can't reverse your nearsightedness? I mean, it would make sense that like your other muscles, whatever, you could train your eyes to change shape again. Because myopia is your eyeball becomes ovular instead of a sphere, I think. Forgive me if I'm like completely wrong. Go do your own research. I'm not a doctor or an optometrist. But, yeah, who's to say that your eyeball couldn't change shape back to circle if you train it? So I just think that's interesting, and I might try to do that more often because I wear my nearsighted glasses even when I'm playing the computer because I notice that I can't focus on very small things when I'm playing Counter-Strike, for example. So I'm going to try to stop doing that, use my glasses less, etc., etc. But yeah, I think that could possibly help my gaming, could possibly help even lifting and exercising just because I have a more robust gaze. I don't know. I think it'd be cool. It could be cool to test out, you know? I gotta do this again. 215 for 3. Again. I don't even think I'm gonna do this for 4. 24-minute video. All right. Forgive my babbling this time. I'm babbling like crazy. All right, for 3. Focusing my gaze on the bar. Here we go. Oop. My gaze. That's how the band theater introduces people. Or greets people. My gaze. Yeah. Hold it. My gaze. Yeah. gays. How are you doing today, my gays? My gays. How you doing today? Gotta find a new video game to play. Your girl shows me her anatomy like Grey. Oh, shit. Cooking up that meat like I'm Bobby Flay. Yup. Alright. That was too much. I'll talk to you later. 235 for 1, 215 for 3 sets. Pretty solid. I haven't hit back all week. I think I'm going to hit some weighted pull-ups. And some barbell rows. And then I think I'm just going to call it a day. Because I've done a shit ton with shoulders, triceps, and biceps. So I'm just going to do those 3 heavy things and yeah, just call it. So hope you enjoyed. Comment your favorite marine animal. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye.
It's not funny. It's not funny. Okay.